I welcome you all for our special talk, specifically with Woman Power Shakti of today. I would say that all the three panelists with us today are self-made, have come from different background, and are at the top of their careers. So welcome Blossom ma'am, welcome Dr. Dipali and Dr. Rekha. I would quickly introduce you all with Blossom ma'am. No, I don't think so she need any introduction. And she has been in the industry for almost 35 years. And she is the one, if you have ever thought about aroma, is the name which comes to your mind. I remember my mother-in-law going all the way from our house in North Delhi to Blossom Coaches ma'am clinic in front of Taj near the Hala Kua, all the way just for that treatment of her. And she is the chairperson of Blossom Coacher Group of Companies. She is the co-chairman for Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council and India President of organization Modinal Coiffure and sorry, I don't know the right pronunciation for this, but excuse me for that. Bestowed with many awards. I think Dr. Kocher is working closely with Delhi government for the entrepreneurship program. In addition, the school she's running for training females and people is marvelous in the industry. So welcome Blossom ma'am for the session. It's my privilege to have you as our board on the board of Women Innovator and being so supportive all throughout the time. And with this, I would like to welcome my friend, Dr. Dipali. I think she has a big introduction again, and I would just take a few seconds to introduce her. She is one of the leading dermatologists, MDS, MD. I think the list goes on, MPhil, Allergy Fellowship, Munich, cosmetic surgeries. She's an expert in cosmetic surgery, and she has been awarded a various platform for her work on. And I think all the women out there must be like listening to this now. Anti-allergy and and she is actively working for the last few years in field of hygiene and specifically menstrual hygiene through her trust, Tepanjan. And this trust is manufacturing oxy-biodegradable sanitary pads. And she is a former dermatologist as president state clinic. And she runs a free clinic once a week since few years in her way to give back to society. I think this is a little less on what she's doing. I mean, she's, and our panelists, I know they've been contributing in different ways to the society. And I may go on with the introduction for another 20 minutes with Dr. Kocher ma'am's and Dr. Dipali's introduction. And with this, I would like to introduce all of you to Dr. Rekha Chaudhary. I would also like to add, like we have Blossom ma'am on our board of Women Innovator. We have Dr. Dipali, our influencer for beauty and wellness, and Rekha is a global ambassador for Women Innovator, and she's been very active in Maharashtra. Under her leadership, we already are in 10 cities. I mean, we're not talking about, they are actually district, and that's where the penetration, that's where we are working with her. Again, Rekha has been exceptional and is a global wellness ambassador for India and a social entrepreneur of non-profit organization like World Digital Detox Day, OLWE, Mother Touch Foundation, ZEF Foundation, and GWD. She's a founder and managing director of One Line Wellness and Carissa Wellness, representing multi-international luxury beauty products, brands, services in India. Today, One Line Wellness is considered the one top destination for beauty and wellness. And that goes on. Her research based on naturopathy and Ayurveda has led her to write Mother Touch book on this concept. And as I said, I can't stop. They all are my favorite. So I would like to bring an end to the introduction and to start listening to them today. We already have 83 participants, and I would just quickly explain the rules of the seminar. I would request all of you to mute yourself. It's mandatory mute. If you have during the session any kind of question, you can see you have a reaction option, which is raise your hand, you can clap, and on the chat box, you can write the questions for us. At the end of the session, after 14 minutes, we will take an interactive session. We'll take up all of your questions and you can answer, you can ask your questions. So with this, and I have a request, if you are lying and listening to us, I'm fine, but keep your video off. And you know what, it would be great to see all the beautiful people joining in today. So welcome, this is Tripti Shingal-Sumani, a chartered accountant by profession, but very passionate to help and support other human beings. So join me today with our esteemed panel. And I would like to start with my mentor, Blossom Ma'am. Blossom Ma'am, today, as you know, the discussion is on needs. So would you like to share your thought process? Yes.
It's on beauty. Yeah. What I feel is beauty is very holistic. Beauty is not just to do with your skin or your hair or your body externally. It has to do with mind, it has to do with your emotions, and it has to do again also with, they again go into your, so it's a body, mind, social. So very, very holistic. So when I went into this, and when we had to do any cosmetic or I use anything, I have to use something that is not just working on the outside, but also working on mind, and a lot to do with the feel. If you're feeling sad, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling very anxious, what's going to happen? You are going to get, your stomach is going to feel a little different. You may get a headache, you may get something. So that is how I went in sense of smell. Sense of smell, and it works on the mind, and there it will go, and it also works on the glands, the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus, and sense smell, it works on your facial, and it works the whole way. So this is how I went into beauty. In beauty, once in beauty, and education, which is very important. Do a good education, and after the education, you've got to have attitude. You should want to help people and make them feel you have. That is very, very important for people. And apart from that, then they can go to, then I started an education, they've got the attitude, and they've gone through, they should work somewhere first to get the experience. And after that, they can go into, opening a salon and doing something. And this is a career that I really advise for a lot of youngsters all over, not just in urban, but the rural and the urban, because this is something that you can do wherever you are. Everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to, feel good. So this is something that you can do anywhere. And it's something that is an excellent opportunity to make these young girls into entrepreneurs or with wherever they are. So that is one of the reasons I didn't really go into beauty by working. Of course, we have to work. When we started, I had a salon, I had these salons, I did the work. But after that, we had to go, I went into education, where you can educate them all over, and then from education make them into entrepreneurs. This is a wonderful profession, and it feel good. That is one of the reasons. And you have to have a passion. You really have to have a passion for whatever you're doing. And that is
Um, I would request Dipali, Dr. Dipali, can you hear Blossom ma'am?
It was cracking towards the end of it. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Blossom ma'am, can we have you again after the passion? We could not hear you. Can we go again? Blossom ma'am? Okay, I think Blossom, yeah, Blossom.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Can we hear you again?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. It's clear now. Perfect.
Okay. So, this was I was saying. I said that when I went into this profession, of course, it was something that I really loved into it because of aromatherapy. It's a body, mind, and emotion kind of a thing, and it is for the holistic because of anyone who wants to use anything in beauty. I feel it has to be a holistic beauty. They all have to go together, and it has to be a body, mind, spirit, and soul, and it has to go together. Emotions, they're all involved because they all go to make a person, however you are. Like if you're sad, if you're depressed, if you're anxiety, it's definitely going to show on your face, and it's also going to go into your system where it's going to give you a stomach problem, or it'll give you diabetes, or it'll give you high blood pressure. These emotions are the ones that cause it. So when I went into it, that's how I went into aromatherapy, because aromatherapy works on your sense of smell, and also it triggers off, and the molecule of the essential oil is really very tiny. So it could go into your system, and it's to balance and then it just goes out of your system. So the whole thing that we enroll in is balance. So for beauty of we have to do our hair, we have to do all the different technical type, because people want to look good. This is something that is very, very important for them, because when they look good, their confidence is built. When they look good, then they feel confident. And the whole thing is about feeling confident is what I went to beauty because of this. And from there, our education, skilling, because there's a passion that everyone could take up. They could take up and become entrepreneurs wherever they are, because everybody look good. And it's easy for them. So they have to educate. What I always tell them: first educate. First, you must have the attitude that you want to serve, you want to make people beautiful. From there, you have to have an education. And the main thing is you have to have a passion to go with it and go and get over all the obstacles that are there. So this is, now we can hear the others, what they have to say.
I would just would love to hear Blossom ma'am from you, because I remember you telling me about how you started from a small shop and hit and trial as well. So it would be great, because there are a lot of people who have joined to and would be interested.
Oh.
Yes. So it will be great to know how you started your first clinic, and what it takes to run a very effective and a brand, quality deliverables. If you can speak about that. One is to start and one is to sustain it and carry it with, please.
Yeah, just two. So how did I start? Actually, it was something that I started long ago. And when I started this, you'll find that of course, when I got married, I was not allowed to, before I got married, And even though I'd done this course, but my parents, since I've done college, they wanted me to be a teacher or some other thing, they didn't want me to go into this line. But when I got married, my husband, he was posted into Staff College and Staff College Wellington. And there he came to me. He knew I liked all this stuff. So they'd asked him, if we want to give a room in the Wellington Club if to anyone's wife who wants to work for this year. So would your wife be interested? So he came to me and he said, and I said, yes, I jumped for it. So what happened is I got this little room. Now I had this little room, and from there we had to go to Coimbatore to get the items. There was no other place. And when I started, so we never got fancy scissors or fancy combs, but whatever there were combs, there were brushes, there was a dryer, which I got. We had put up a mirror, we had a chair, and we had a bed for them to do their facial. So I remember this whole little room was done, and to learn. Now I was good, I was okay, I had done this hair course, but I needed the practice, for hair. So I went to Bangalore for about 10 days to learn, to see how I could get the practice, because I already knew. So when I reached there was this friend's son. So I asked him, I said, can I give you a haircut? He said, no, you're not touching my hair. So I said, okay, I'll give you 20 rupees to cut your hair. And he was so crazy. He said, okay, you cut your hair. And I cut it. And then when he went out, he went and told all his friends, you have to go to this lady in my house. She will cut your hair and give you 20 rupees. So I had this long line. But by then, I got all the practice I needed for hair cutting, which I put into practice. When I came back, then I started everything. It was not, I had learned the complete cosmetology, because to start as an entrepreneur, you can't just start as being an assistant or being a beauty therapist or thing. You have to do everything when they come in. So I started this, and then there was another problem. So I was doing threading, and my husband's instructor's wife had come over there, and she said, can you just do my eyebrows? So I was very happy, but I was a little nervous, and I was threading. And when I threaded, there was a noise. So I lifted my head up. So what happened? This little bit of a eyebrow went off. There was one line. Oh God. But anyway, I finished the threading. Then when she left, she asked me, well, how much do I pay? I said, nothing. She couldn't believe it. I said, no, I'm not charging you anything. And I gave her an eyebrow pencil. She said, this also? I said, yes, you take this, you'll need it to put your, so then when she went back, she gave me a ring, and she said, you know what you've done? You've taken this eyebrow. She was so wild. So I just said, I'm so sorry, ma'am. That's why I gave you the eyebrow pencil, so that you could put it, and then it'll grow back. So from there, she said, you have done this, and I think your business is going to go good. And so I will help you. So with that, of course, the eyebrow grew back. But it's from there that I started going into the whole thing. And the other thing is, so it was really from a small little thing where I had to do everything. There was manicures, pedicures, the skin, the hair, the makeup, but it was really very, very good. And it really helped me to get into this line and to go through. Of course, I made some money, but not too much, but it really worked with me. And this was how I came to realize as I was growing with the other salon. When I came to Delhi, I got another salon with another friend as a partner. And from there, I realized that we do need to put hairdressing into this, because the people who used to cut hair were those that only knew, who were the Chinese. So they needed an education. So that's how I got Pivot Point into India to teach this system. And I'm really happy, because now the system has gone all over and everyone are doing such beautiful cuts. Of course, and that's how I went into this line. And of course, now I'll tell you, can I give you one more thing, how I went into the cosmetics? The cosmetics, of course, I had started, and with the aromatherapy, but I didn't want to use Charms or the Ponds at that time because Charms and Ponds, they were doing nothing to the skin. I wanted to know what it was. So I used to make my little creams and use the essential oils as perfumes. So they would help not only the cold, they would help, they would help the cold, they would help them relax, and that's how. But when I wanted to start a factory, my husband, of course, was in the army. And he said, no way, you can't start a factory. I'm not putting it in your thing. You first have to show me. So when he left the army, and there was no factory. So what happened is I told him, I asked him, I said, give me 1,000 rupees. So he gave me that. And what I did was I bought items, made it, and that's how I sold those to the clients, small little things which I did. And from there, we made 2,000, 3,000. And so it went on till I was able to make about 20. And then my husband said, now you can have your factory. So that is how we had started the. It was from small things. If you want to do something, go small and then you're going to reach big. But don't start, because then you'll have to work unless you really have the whole thing for it. So I always tell everyone, start small, start with passion, and you're going to reach wherever you are.
Thank you so much, Blossom ma'am. I mean, we can keep listening to you, and I'm sure there's so many parts of the stories which we are yet missing. But before I take up another part of my discussion with you, I would like to go to my friend, Dr. Dipali. And Dr. Dipali, you've been doing so many surgeries on skin, and I think today we can talk about, because all of us are being at home, we are with our families, and if you can tell us how to keep our skin healthy with what is available that we should keep in mind being at home. So if you can share a few tips and share what it takes to keep a healthy skin. Yeah.
Sure. First of all, thanks to Womanowata for getting all of us together. And, in this lockdown when we would be sometimes sleeping and having erratic schedules, this is a good way to meet. And both my friends, senior Blossom Kochar ma'am, who is quite an inspiration to several, has spoken so beautifully about holistic beauty. And today is that time when the whole world has realized that in Corona, A, of course, to respect doctors, B, to realize that it's the basic primitive needs of life which we need to enjoy. And, we all were chatting, me, Rekha and Blossom, with Tripti, that just before the starting, that all of us being in skin and wellness, we were all sipping something. Rekha was having masala chai, ma'am was having tea, I was having neat water. So, most important thing for your skin, as per me as a dermatologist, and is staying hydrated. So, drinking 5 liters of water every day should be a habit. And you have to drink it in gaps, like 2-3 glasses every hour. Don't just gulp, gut. That abhi Tripti ke show pe seekha hai and abhi pee lo 5 liter. That will pressurize your kidney. So don't do that. Staying hydrated, whenever you drink a cup of tea or coffee, as per us doctors, they dehydrate your tissue. So you have to drink a separate glass of water. So drinking warm water is excellent. And, interestingly, I feel that in Corona and in lockdown, because as doctors, we believe and we know scientifically, हम सबकी body पे normally bacteria, microflora, सब कुछ है. That is why, being an allopathic specialist, I've always been an ardent believer of what Blossom ma'am is doing, what Rekha is promoting. It has to be a allopathic, Ayurvedic, homeopathic, everything combination for a good, healthy body. And skin being the largest organ, the most sensitive organ, and today with this scary, deadly disease, actually, it's more deadly and less deadly. So in this deadly disease, Corona, it can actually even come from skin. So skin hygiene is very important. And these normal bacteria जो हमारी body पे रहते हैं, वो lockdown पे बदल जाते हैं. Whenever, even for 5 days, if a patient is told to stay home because of any surgery, we have noticed different kind of bacteria. So after lockdown, we are expecting various kind of different skin diseases whenever the person gets to meet the external environment, suddenly increase of environmental pollution will be seen. So this is the time. I'm not saying or trying to promote Blossom Ma'am's products here, but actually sticking to natural remedies is very, very important. Using natural oils on your body, keeping your body hydrated and oiled is very important. जहाँ भी आपकी skin dry होगी, आपको skin health issues आ सकते हैं, eczemas आ सकते हैं, allergies आ सकते हैं because of this sudden misbalance of the bacteria and flora on your body. So, Tripti, what else? Do you want me to elaborate more on this? Or
I think if you can give few tips, how at home. I know right now this delivery of medicines, the delivery of specific skin products, and they're reaching to your place is a big challenge. There are a lot of restriction on movements and all.
sure.
And, so if you can give few tips which we all should follow, is what I'm looking forward to. Yes.
Okay. So, I would tell you what I am doing. So, I am about 35, 37 actually. So, at that age, because, your skincare is dependent on age. So, in your mid 30s, hydrating your skin. At night, you're supposed to put a good moisturizing cream. During the day, this is the first time in my life I'm telling everybody, please do not wear sunscreen the day you are home. Let little bit of light, let little bit of UVA, UVB from these tube lights which we sit in. It's needed, that much is needed. So this is not the time for sunscreen. Agar aap lockdown mein bahar jaate hain for any essential need, please wear a sunscreen. You can put your day moisturizer. If you do not have a day moisturizer, hydrate it with your night moisturizer even during the day. Most importantly, use some kind of an oil or a serum in your mid 30s, in that age group we are talking. So use an oil once a week at least, and practice skin fasting. Otherwise your skin will purge. You will have little acne. Whenever you will wear a mask, you will see a lot of blackheads, whiteheads on the margin of the mask. So once a week, skin fasting, where you do not apply anything, is what I am believing in, because we are having a change of bacteria on our body. We have a different kind of anxiety. It's not really stress. So different hormones in everybody's body globally. So it's important that we put 5 days a week moisturizer, even if you have an oily skin, anybody above 30, and once a week practice skin fasting. Also, please, you can do simple home remedies. What I do is tomato, just squeeze the tomato, take little tomato juice, lemon juice, whatever be your skin type. If it is dry, then lemon, tomato, add sandalwood and curd in it. Put it on your face and then take a bath. And this can be your face wash in lockdown if you're not going out. You can use this mixture as a face wash once a day. Once a day, you can just wash with water if you just haven't gone out, if you have not worn mask, nothing. You do not need to use chemicals. Try and stick to natural. God is teaching globally all of us to respect nature and to stick to nature. So do some home remedies. If you have acne, lastly, you can just take multani mitti, fuller's earth with a brush and paint it on the acne, on the zits. You can also do the same on blackheads and whiteheads. You can put multani mitti with salt, table salt, simple. If you have rock salt, even better. Put it on the blackhead, scrub it. Most importantly, if you do not have any of these ingredients, do not go out. Just hydrating from inside and outside is important. And what I practice, apni puri body pe oil lagana ya nourish karna, we are little lazy. Even in lockdown, I'm lazy. So after your whole shower is over, take a mug of water. In that, add any oil that you have. Even if you are 60 plus in age, it is important. The more your body is nourished, lesser wrinkles, lesser dryness, lesser eczema, lesser allergies, and lesser any cuts. If there is any cut on the body, corona or any virus, bacteria can enter, because corona is a normal part of our life now. So after the whole shower, take a mug of water, neck down, put that mug of water with little oil. That will moisturize your body, form a coat. Do not remove it. If you are not lazy like me, you can actually put any body lotion that you have, any good nourishing, but keep your body very hydrated. Do not let your body dry.
Dr. Dipali, I will quickly ask you a very related question. Winter or no winter, we have seen people taking bath with hot water, using hot water on skin. What can you add something on this? Can you advise us on this?
It's sad, but we are living in a mythological country. India is the country where corona came last, but we saw myths that as soon as the summers would come, corona would go away. bathing with hot water is an excellent habit in winters. Never washing your hair with hot water if you really like your hair a lot is important as a doctor. But best is to stick to lukewarm water. Never take a bath with very hot water. Please do not have any myths. Corona will not die with hot water. And if you like to bathe with lukewarm water, it is fine. But it will dry your skin. It will dry your skin. So please nourish it. As we said, last mug of water with little oil. Any oil. You can use Blossom Mam's essential oil. You can use flax oil, sarso oil, coconut oil. Do not leave your house for any oil. Whatever you have as cooking medium, 2 drops you can add. Especially for the elderly, उनको body पे dryness, itching, allergies होती हैं, especially in lockdown, it has really increased. So nourish it. And extra hot water bathing will definitely dry you. Also remember, your body is inside out. As Blossom Ma'am said, holistic beauty, it has to be inside out beauty. What you eat is what you're outside. I think all of us deserve and should have clear, flawless skin after this lockdown, because we are not eating junk, we are not eating our Chinese and our favorite burgers, etc. So I think we are literally going to be like bulbs. So having red, yellow, green and purple, these 4 colors in your diet every day will boost your immunity. If you will think, red can be tomato, yellow is lemon, green is any vegetable, purple can be berries, purple can be jamun, purple can be your salad leaves. So if you don't get that, then take a supplement. Purple can become an antioxidant supplement, which we should eat. Otherwise, Chyawanprash. Have flax seeds every day. So all this will boost your beauty, it will just make you shine.
My friend Dipali is shining. So yes, thank you so much, Dipali. We have a lot of questions coming. I would request everyone to keep putting your questions in the chat box so that after another 20 minutes, we can take up your questions in one go. So thank you, Dr. Dipali. And I would come straight to Dr. Rekha Chaudhary. Someone I know who has started from a very small town. I mean, I would love to hear from her what she has to speak about on the skincare and, people who would like to start their own business. She's, Rekha, you are taking care of different brands, distributing them in India. So what is your say on this? Yeah, Rekha.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So, thanks a lot, Trupti, offering this platform, Woman Vector, which is actually working for the woman entrepreneurship and bringing all these women entrepreneurs on the one platform. So, I am glad to be here with my friends, Blossom and Dipali. And beautifully, they have laid down about the skin. So, I do not want to go more about the skin, but yes, skin is the, first, face is the first mirror of the whole your holistic living style, your way of thinking, everything what comes in the front is your face, and that is a mirror of your personality. So everyone has to take care of that, whichever age you are, wherever you are, and whatever is possible for you, especially in the COVID-19. So Dipali has nicely, said about that. You use the different oils. There, just one thing which I want to add. This is because everyone must be not having the oils at home, but actually pure coconut oil if they have, so they can definitely use for this small amount of that. Another thing is I'm in the luxury products line, and of course all this product line. I'm working in the wellness industry. And wellness industries, my focus is more on having all these natural, remedies for the skin. So my all luxury brands, what I am representing for India is completely natural, and it's completely, natural way all this ingredient has been used in that particular products. My way of taking care is important is everyone, has to morning, afternoon, and evening. This ritual has to be have the habit in your everyday lifestyle. Skincare is not just like taking one day cream, applying something, a large amount of cream or large amount of serum, and you will rest of the day you will say, or rest of the time you will say, okay, my skin is now, it will feel better. So everyone has to take care of that. Everyone has to think about that. Skin ritual is very, very important. Even though you are sitting at home today and you must be feeling bored or whatever is there, But if you want to maintain yourself, you have to take care of your skin ritual every day. But followed this, it comes with your exercise pattern, how what you drink, what you eat, it everything matters a lot for your skin. So you have to have the proper exercise pattern. I have learned in my life, and it comes from my father. We are running from the all this materialistic thing in our life, but most important thing which belongs to you, and you are the owner of that two things, which is one is education, and another is health. And these two things taking thought process ahead in my life, I have been always working towards to this holistic lifestyle in my throughout the life. I started my career age of 40, and today I am working within no many countries. I came to Mumbai, age of 40, when and coming from the small area. Yes, of course, I came from the very small, tiny place, tribal area. But today, when I know when I started my career coming to in Mumbai, I did not know about the language, about many things. It was cultural shock for me. But when I started with the confidence, and confidence, of course, given me the lot of courage to come front of everybody. I did not. I was never ever shy to put my thought process, whatever I was, whichever language. So inner confidence is very important when you are coming across with the anything, whatever you want to start. You want to start business, you want to start your own, or work with somebody else. But your inner confidence play a big role in your life, which was my in my part, and I did take that path in my life. And today I'm working on the global platform, and global platform where I have done a lot of research, and WHO has taken that research on the platform, and Harvard and Oxford University, and all of them has given me recognition for my special research. So basically all these things goes again on the research is also again goes on the completely naturopathy, completely Ayurveda based, and aroma based. All these things is there in that research, and all it basically talking about the whole how you can live your life with the nature, which Corona has given us the lesson today. Corona has given us the indication. We were running away from the nature, but everyone has to understand in the whole holistic, in the wellness means what? Wellness is the just a modern word with the ancient roots, and ancient root goes in the 19th century civilization. And there we have to understand how people were living, what exactly they were approaching, what exactly they were eating. All this foundation, base of that foundation has given the wellness industry today. So all this is on the, when you go to the 19th century, talking about the completely about the holistic touch, naturopathy, all these things, it is talking about that. So whole industry foundation is based on that. Wellness foundation is based on the complete natural and natural touch. So natural touch, and in natural touch, when you are achieving that, or when you want to do that, so basically your whole body you treat as a temple, and whatever you can do, whichever way you can do, throw out your wrong thought process from your body, which is building up the lot of toxin in your mind, and of course in your body. So throw out that from your body, which again affects on your skin. And of course the exercise plays a lot of, again I'm telling you, big role in your maintaining your whole body as well as your skin. So these are the things which is very important if comes to the skin. And when you come across with anybody, though you have any problem or your skin or whatever is there, but actually you are the responsible person who is bringing this problem for your skin, especially like acne and all these things. If your stomach is not clean, you're always getting the reflection on your face. That is why I'm telling you, face is your mirror of your whole lifestyle, and that's what you have to think. You have to follow your rituals. Exercise, again I'm coming back, exercise is important because exercise brings a lot of oxygen flow in your body, and that's what you have to, whichever way you want to do it, either it is 20 minutes, either it is 1 hour, it is 2 hours, whatever is that, but you have to have the habit in your life, that is you have to do the exercise every day, and that makes a lot of difference. I'm working on the towards to the, of course, on the World Digital Detox Day, which is founded by me, Global Wellness Day, which is coming in June now. So all these activities, whatever I am doing, it is talking about a wellness lifestyle. And with this is not me alone. I'm working with almost 80 to 90 countries, and we all of us are creating awareness about the well-being and wellness lifestyle. And there, all this focus is about how everyone can respect their own individual life. So in this COVID-19, I started the my mission, which was again talking about the COVID-19. It is become the parasmani, which we have been hearing from the childhood. Parasmani is the touching the, it's like, anywhere you are touching, it becomes convert into the gold. So that parasmani mission, what I have taken from the days, the one lock until today, it has touched a lot of lakhs and lakhs of people life. So this is all this what we are saying, like, touch your heart with other heart with a holistic touch. Means, implement in your life, you will be happy, and you will spread that happiness in others' life. You will be disciplined about the digital detox, and you will be spreading that in your others' life. You will be implementing or you will be accepting your lifestyle, living in the wellness or well-being, and that you will be spreading in others. This was the message what I started, and I started working towards this, and this is really created a huge impact in the many of life, and they are really working towards that and spreading this word. Today whatever we are listening on this platform, everyone has to listen this, implement in their life, from 3 experts whatever we have given the suggestion, everyone has to implement in their life, and they should start spreading that further. That is what the collective missions what I started to spreading and touching your with the parasmani. Because parasmani is not exactly the parasmani which is converting with the gold. Parasmani is actually is the holistic touch what is converting into the real health, and real health should be your real wealth, what I believe. And that's what everyone has to start thinking this, because today COVID-19 is given the biggest lesson in everyone's life, and everyone has to understand why all of a sudden everyone started talking about the humanity. Control your humanity, because your body, if your body is strong, your foundation is strong, so nothing will affect. That is a message for you and for others also. Everyone has to understand that. That is the reason I'm telling everyone has to respect their own life. Everyone has to respect themselves.
Thank you so much, Rekha. I mean, I know you've been stressing a lot on the word is controlling and doing few things which, we can do, we are avoiding, and make sure that we are passing on that, that bimari or that exercising thing and everything to others also, like the gossip goes.
And so, one thing I want to say, tell you, you asked me about coming from the village and all these things. You see, because I was very much, respecting myself. That's the reason today I'm on this platform. If I would have not I would have not underestimated myself. I would have somewhere, sitting inside. But today, because of all these things, I understood what I am. And no one can tell you, no doctor is there who can tell you what is your inside, what you are as a person. So you are your own doctor. You have to understand that, and you have to start respecting yourself.
Thank you so much. I have a complete insight about how you started and where you are today, Rekha. And it's, it's very difficult from coming from a small village, challenges you face in language, the culture shocks you see, and staying with it. And somehow, I don't know, when it comes to beauty and see a very difficult sector unless you yourself understand it, and it's a very different industry altogether. So with this, I think we have a lot of questions coming up, and we can take them up. Before that, I think I'll quickly ask Blossom ma'am one. Sorry, so I want to know, Blossom ma'am, you started one chain, and we understand that today if a woman or a man wants to start a small business, somehow beauty business, starting your own salon is easy compared to others. What is your view? How do people, from small places, and they want to do something sitting back in home, how do they go forward? If you can just tell in 3 steps.
Now it's very simple. Now it's going to become even more simple because of the internet, and we are having internet education, so they'll be able to reach it better, and we'll be able to, we'll definitely be able to educate them. The other thing is they have to have a place, or I think a little cluster kind of a place where they can have all the people coming together in that village and then starting a salon, or they can start a small little area in their own house, take a room, start one which won't be difficult, and then they can go ahead and start their business. And they'll have to invest a very little money with what are the things they want to do. So it's very simple actually for them, and this is the easiest way. This, I think, tailoring, beauty and tailoring is something that they can. The other thing that I always recommend to people who are coming from the rural areas is that they can, start Mehndi. Mehndi they can learn, and it's easy to learn, and they can start that in their places. Everybody wants. They can start bridal makeup and hair, because that is another thing they want. So these little things of eyebrows and the few essentials and hygiene, now they can go ahead and also, propagate hygiene in their villages and in all these things. So it's an easy one for them to start a small one wherever they are. And they can start it in just one little room that they can do.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So we have questions lined up. We have the first question from Ashwini Gupta. So Ashwini has asked, how does one distinguish between good and bad home remedies? If any one of you would like to take that up.
So shall I say?
Yeah, okay, Rekha.
Yeah. So as I said to you, no one knows better than you your own body. So whatever you are using, you have to see the experimental things when it comes to the home remedies. Though anyone is prescribing and you giving the details, but proportion of that. Suppose like Dr. Dipali said, taking the multani mitti and salt in that. So proportion of the ingredients, it depend on you how you are putting it, and you have to see 1 or 2 times use that, and you should see how it is affecting on your skin or body. So that's how you have to judge, or you have to take care of yourself, or how to good and bad you have to measure yourself. That is what I think. That is.
Thank you. Right. Okay, Blossom ma'am, you want to add something on this?
Yeah, I feel that when you're using home remedies, especially things from your kitchen, I don't think anything is going to. You may not have. Of course, what Rekha is correct. You should know what is the percentage, what to use. 1 spoon of this and 2 spoons. But otherwise, it has no bad effect on your skin really. And how you know is, you'll see when you do it, your skin will start looking good, and people will say, "What have you done?" So then you know, oh yes, this is going to suit me or not. That is the way I take it. And of course, like Rekha said, of course, that you've got to do the correct measurement, which is important.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And we have Bhavna Chabra. She complimented you for excellent quality product which you have brought into the market. And I would say it's not just about the quality, but the pricing of the product are amazing. I mean, I don't see any of your products are margined and they're available to everyone actually. And that's the best part of your product, ma'am. Thank you so much. And our next question is, sorry, you have to bear with me, is Tanu. Tanu is asking, my face is so dry. How could I remove this dryness? And my mouth area is also very dark. So please share some tips to remove these.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So for dryness, best is you have to eat, flax seeds, curd, any kind of essential oils, basically, capsule primrosa, fish oil, and whatever you have at home now, for now. And to apply also curd. Applying curd is anti-inflammatory, instantly reduces the dryness. If you can get hands-on essential oils, excellent, because oil or serum will get absorbed better, and when you need more nourishment, you need something with smaller particulate size. Apply serum in an oil of these essential brands, which Rekha has several brands. Blossom is a brand itself, and I personally use aroma oils. I've never told that to Blossom ma'am. I've met her so many times. So you can use the oil. And another thing, when you have darkness, as you said, around the lips, that is generally because of vitamin B12 and iron deficiency. And this is a time when corona, which we know is going to last for at least a year and a half. I'm telling all my patients and friends, and I will take Woman Innovator as a platform today, vitamin D deficiency is a scientific thought right now that people who have that will definitely be affected, more chances to get corona, because you see that influenza also comes in November to March when the sun is lesser. So the sun relation is not that sun will kill the virus, but lack of sun and lack of vitamin D will increase the chances and increase the virulence of the virus. So please, if you're having pigmentation around your lips, try and get your vitamin B12 and iron levels tested. If it's low, you need to take supplements of higher dosage. Otherwise, please have a lot of green leafy vegetables, spinach. Anyway, start a supplement of vitamin B complex in this weather because it's water soluble. So without the blood test also you can take. As a home remedy, apply tomato juice. Tomato is actually excellent antioxidant, lycopene, and it bleaches the skin to an extent naturally. So applying tomato juice around your lips is a very good idea. You can apply it and then wash it after about an hour. Again, if you do not have tomato, don't go out. Online pharmacies are available pan-India. They are available right now. The government has made it. So any cream which has vitamin C, arbutin, kojic acid will help you lighten the skin.
Thank you. I think these are very important facts. I think we should have a notepad and pen with us, noting all these.
We will have the link later.
Yes. Yeah. Dr. Ma'am, you want to add something? Yeah.
No, I think she's given a wonderful this.
Okay, so we have one question from Pragati. She says that, please tell how can Amelia be treated if you, I don't understand this, Milia, M-I-L-I-A.
Oh, that's the whiteheads.
Okay, whiteheads.
So, you know, Blossom ma'am, go ahead.
Okay, you can go ahead because you'll do that, Dr. Dipali. Go ahead with Milia.
Yeah, so, you know, if you have milia, then again, it has to be treated by the doctor. It is removed with laser or we call it electrocautery. But the early stage of milia, with milia is a skin cyst. Before that, you see whiteheads. Interestingly, people generally have milias here. I am very against removing it. If you have one or two, please live with it and try and use oils and serums rather than creams. Creams will increase the chances of milia. If you have one or two, live with it. Agar aap ek do ko nikalte hain, there comes a bunch of them, for many of them. Majority people, if you remove one, two, bunches of them start coming. So better to ignore. You know, in this new era which we are heading into, it's all about natural, holistic wellness. We are going to be in mask for next 1.5 years unless we are meeting online on Zoom. So just try and increase your beauty and ignore milia. But if you will increase your immunity from within, it will not be visible to you also.
Okay, that's a great. So the next question is from Sandhya Kumari. She says, what is skin dieting exactly? What do you mean by skin dieting? Is there something like skin dieting?
Very interesting. You don't have any. Dipali, doctor.
Blossom ma'am is making me speak more today. So,
yeah, because you've been talking about skin dieting, so I said, wow.
Yeah, skin fasting. Yeah, dieting we all should do. We should not come out as hathis, as was coming on WhatsApp that after lockdown.
Yeah.
But yes, you know, skin fasting is an interesting concept because we are now noticing skin purging. What is happening is where people are using, you know, a lot of moisturizer, using sunscreen at home. People who were using makeup earlier, not getting makeup now, change of bacteria and pH on our body because of lockdown, lesser pollution globally, water quality becoming better. Even from our RO, the water we are drinking is better because the back water is better. It is more ionized. So overall, skin fasting means, as a doctor, the concept is that just let your normal bacteria leave their acids overnight. So just don't apply anything once a week, especially if you're 30 plus. If you are somewhere between 15 to 30, please do not apply anything on your face 2 days a week. Just let it be natural, you know, just wash with water and just leave it. It's just going to be very good. That's what I meant.
Okay, so I
interesting.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So we have more questions here. We have Shruti Dua. She would like to ask her question. Can I request the host to please unmute her? Shruti, can you unmute and speak? Okay, in the meanwhile, I'm taking the next question, which is, so my skin, this is...
Hi, I am unmuted, sorry.
Yes, okay, Shruti.
Am I audible? Yeah.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, hello Blossom ma'am and Dr. Rekha, and hello to Dr. Dipali. It was really
Hi.
nice listening to all such an amazing and inspiring stories. Actually, I am also an entrepreneur. So normally socially भी आजकल हम लोग बहुत active होते हैं, तो normally day by day कहीं ना कहीं निकलना होता है. But nowadays I just need to know that normally we used to color our hair, अभी regular. I'm 38. So is this really harmful, or is there any other option we can do? So I need to, it's really sometimes, the hair get dry. So what all we can do? Thank you so much.
So,
I'd say one,
yeah,
you
go
know,
ahead,
or
go ahead. Blossom.
then we can pass. I say you coloring your hair is no problem, but then you have to learn how to look after that hair also. So if you're going to color your hair, what's happening, it's going to strip you of all the moisture, and there is chemical, it's definitely changed this of your hair. So what I really suggest, it's a home remedy, but it works beautifully, is that the next week after you've colored your hair, you take a tablespoon of glycerine, and then, because that gives you the moisture, then you take a tablespoon of castor oil. Castor oil is very good and nourishing for the hair. And you take a tablespoon of herbal oil. Okay, so you've got herbal oil, castor oil, glycerine. Then you have to take this vinegar. So you can take malt vinegar or cedar vinegar, because that is the acidic. It gives you the pH of your hair. So you take 1 tablespoon of that. So and glycerin, I've told you glycerine. So once you've taken that, then you add a little shampoo into that, and you add a teaspoon of conditioner. Mix the whole thing up and apply it right from the ends of your hair. Like I was, like from the end and going up. You don't need it in your scalp, you need it in your hair. And keep that on for about half an hour, and then shampoo it out and use a conditioner. Because what does this do? This is like a pack which gives you the moisture back, the pH back, and also the nourishment. So if you know, and you have to use the correct shampoo after that, and the correct conditioner, that, wherever you colored your hair with, because you need an acid conditioner. You don't need the normal conditioners, because this acid conditioner is going to help your hair. So you can color, but you must use these treatments after that. That is important, because henna was the other thing, and henna of course leaves your hair with a different color. So that's why it has stopped. Now let's ask Rekha if little more advice.
No, you have already answered about how to use. But one thing is that is coloring is not harmful unless you are not disciplined to use a proper moisturizer for your hair. That's a very important thing. And nowadays everyone likes to be, coloring and experimenting different colors on the hair. Of course, it makes you more younger and more different, gives a different beauty. But important is that is, moisturizing your hair is very important. And what she has given a remedy that is, is a perfect one which you should use, because glycerin has again moisturizing effect, and it gives you, softness also. So you have to use all these things every time whenever you do the any coloring. As I said to you, important is everyone has to have the discipline in your life for the skin or hair, whatever you are taking care of that. So anything is, and home remedies is always good if you have that. But I'm in the cosmetic and natural cosmetics, so I always believe that is home remedy gives a certain level of the controlling or control on the problems. But of course, the specific cosmetics or specific, products that takes care more deeply. So you have to have the combination of both. Hello.
Sorry, I didn't unmute. Sorry. So we have, thank you so much, Rekha. We have many questions lined up. So we have the next question for Dr. Dipali, and she says, Vanna asks, the last mug of water with those drop of oil, once you put them and you wipe yourself from the towel, it's all gone, right? So
Okay, interesting. So, it doesn't wipe off. So you have to learn that we have been living in that rush life. So all of us are now in a passive and a relaxed life. So you know how these delicate people do, pat dry their bodies. So don't be in that rush. How all of us power women, entrepreneurs. I never had 10 minutes, I used to tell my dog also, please don't miss me. I'm going to come when you're going to be tired and sleeping at night. So please, this is when you take that bag of waters, learn to pat dry your body. Do not rush, rub your body, scrub your body. That's what gives you eczemas. That's when your oil, natural oil also goes, and this oil will go. So yeah, be gentle.
We have another question lined up from Ashwini Gupta. She's saying, is there some guidance in the form of published book about beauty care scientifically documented by qualified allopathic dermatologists? Okay, she seems to be an expert too. So I can you answer, Dipali?
Sure. See, I think there are several in the market. You can check out on Amazon. I haven't read any, but it's we must be Womanoweta should bring out and help me write one with these home remedies.
I was about to say we should have all three of
We
you
should.
write one book.
All the three of us, I, Rekha, Blossom, will speak to.
We will, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a great suggestion, Ashwini. See, here you have given some tasks to our
Yeah, right.
I'm sure we would love to do that actually, and I think there are a lot of women here. I would say one topic I would love all of us to join and write is post pregnancy. There's not a single book on post pregnancy.
So, Trupti, here I will interfere you. Sorry, the post pregnancy is my research, which is gone on the WHO. That is the mother's touch. So soon, yeah, soon, because I am soon launching the book also, and I have become the first author in the world for this particular book. Which
Wonderful.
is
You are my
yeah.
girl. I'll make sure we launch it publicly all together.
So yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take up the next question. It is a very common question. It's by my skin is not glowing properly. Can you give some tips quickly? I mean, of course, I could see Rekha, Dr. Dipali, Blossom ma'am all glowing all through. So definitely, this is first question comes to everyone's mind when you see people. I know there is makeup, but I know natural skin is important to be, to be shining and to be flawless. So yes, any one of you could take that up.
One home remedy, which is really very good, is you can get the watermelon. Just mash up the watermelon, put a tablespoon of milk powder into that, and then add a squeeze of lemon. So watermelon, milk powder, lemon, and you can use a drop. If you have the essential oil, you can use a drop of neroli. If you don't, then just leave it like that and mix it into a paste and apply it on your face. Leave it on for 15 minutes because these have all the minerals and vitamins, and of course the milk powder has the lactic acid. So it really helps your skin and gives it a glow fast. Of course, internally also you'll have to, like Dipali says, you'll have to drink a whole lot of water. And now I leave it to Dipali, the doctor, to say more about that.
But so Blossom ma'am, you said watermelon. We can use
Milk powder.
Watermelon,
milk.
milk powder.
Instead of milk powder, can we use milk? Normal milk?
Then you have to use a little, you can use normal milk, but milk powder seems to be like, make it a little bit more.
Okay.
But other no, you can use normal milk.
Lemon, and you said more things like.
Put it on your face.
Okay.
That's all.
So
We are not putting the oil is only there. Now we have makeup.
no, and add on that, I'm just going ahead with that because inner beauty is, as I said to you, oxygen is important on your skin, and that is what and exercise of the skin means your face exercise. We also plays a big role in the glow. That is important. What whatever you are applying outer superficially, but internally you have to generate lot of oxygen, drink lot proper proportion of the water is important, what Dipali has been saying again and again. So these are the things internally. Intake is very, very important for the outer glow. So that is what you are eating, as 3 colors or 4 colors is important, what is again explained by the Dipali. So that's important in your food, whatever intake you are taking. And clean stomach is important again. Every time you have to look into that. Deworming is again one of the things which you have to do for the keeping your skin healthy and glow. So deworming after every 6 months you have to do that. And when you are doing the deworming for yourself, make sure that his whole family is doing the deworming one at a time, including your maid also. Because if you are using the one toilet and all these things, so you have to take care of all these things. So these are the important steps when you are coming to the skin glow. Second is exfoliation and properly using the proper mask, natural mask and all that. That is, if you have it in this period, you don't have it, but once it is open, you have to take care of that also. So these are the small tips which you have to take care of yourself. So automatically you will get a glow in the skin. I know, as you saw one of the questions, someone asked the question, I'm 32 years old, 38 years old. So that confidence, when it comes to the confidence, when you maintain yourself and your skin is glowing, your body is perfect. So you can easily say, woman is not shy to say, today I'm 54. I'm not shy to say, because this is the way you have to express yourself.
Rekha, you're not 54, right?
Yes, I am 54.
Okay. Okay.
But important thing is, without Botox, without filler, my skin I am able to maintain. Today, lot of many celebrity also comes to me to ask. It's a natural remedies. So these are the natural way you can take care of yourself. So this is the way. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We have a very interesting question. Does the fingerprints change due to a skin condition that affect individual hand? This is by Monu.
What is it? What?
I'll take it. Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Dipali.
Your voice is breaking. Yeah.
Yeah, Monu is asking that whether the chirophyllics, the fingerprint designing, can change with eczemas and anything. This is a very interesting question, but interestingly, it can change. And the reason of changes, especially we see, is in a disease called psoriasis. We do not see it in other eczemas, because in psoriasis, your skin multiplies within 4 days. What normally takes 40 days for the lower layer of the skin to come up, it takes 4 days only. So the skin is very highly clumped, and microscopically it's not visible. But I don't know why this question is being asked. It's interesting, but yes, this is in fact caught a lot of times in criminal, in offenses and in law and legal circuit. So what they do is they take various thumb impressions and also the toes and everything ka jaise ek tarah ka mean value nikal ke fingerprint is taken for people with such diseases.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dipali, for taking that up. And I would just take the last two questions now. We have Pragati asking how to tighten the skin. I understand this. I mean, this is the most important part, right? To have a very skin, fresh skin. So, Blossom Ma'am, would you like to take this one?
Yeah. For that, I think exercise is a facial exercise. Really, you can really, by doing a whole lot of facial exercise, facial yoga, it really helps to tighten the skin. That is one thing. And of course, another I've really found, like Rekha was saying, pranayam, like oxygen. What I think I do is I do this pranayam regularly. So pranayam really helps my skin, because it brings oxygen, like Rekha was saying, and of course the facial exercises, which really help to tighten the skin. These are the two things that will help you right through.
And here just I want to add on few things on that. The certain way of massaging your skin yourself, that is also important. That is also important, because there are the specific techniques in the massage which also because when you are going in the gym or anything, wherever you are working, so weightlifting, how it's tone your muscles. Similar kind of for the face also, you have to tone your face muscles, and for that you have to have the certain kind of exercise. Of course, again, I'm coming back to you, Trupti. You should start all this education on this platform, Woman Mentor platform. Special massage techniques, special all these things, which is we are training in the
this is our second last question, and we have to close this in another 5 minutes. Why don't you quickly run us through 3 ways you have to massage? So why don't you? We all can switch on our video and follow the instructions.
Okay, but it will take time. Actually, I will just show you. Just am I visible properly?
Yes, you are.
Just this muscle. This you have to just, you can see the muscle lifting is like this, because when we, gravity, your face is going to the down because of the aging. So that is because of the gravity. So you have to just see this muscle. Giving this muscle exercise like this. You will see here. Just my hand is just moving, lifting this muscle particularly. Dr. Dipali, you can add on like this, yeah. And then one is uplifting your forehead muscles, again uplifting. That is one thing, and this is
Yeah, I
This
think
is naked.
yoga.
tonsils and the,
Yeah. So
and
these are the
the
3 tips every day. If you are just doing, that is also sufficient. No, not
yeah.
not this. You are like you are eating something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to extend your neck fully up and then
Yeah,
eat.
complete. Yeah.
Okay.
Hypofare.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Right.
these 3 steps will definitely help you. You know, whatever, even though you are applying the cream or you are applying the cleanser, whatever that you apply in this moment. So it is just like, you know, uplifting. Today I'm every day I do this every day without fail. You know, uplifting the muscle. That's it.
Okay, so I have my last question now. This is me asking you because we have seen a lot of women working now and a very hectic schedule. We have found out that there are a lot of skin diseases related to cyst, which a working woman is having. It's a common thing these days. Is it true? Is it that the working you've been having a hectic schedule, although you're not taking stress, but could also lead to
Yes.
skin problems?
So,
You were saying, yeah, Dipali is saying, yeah, please.
Yeah, Dipali, I was saying it's stress that gives them this without them knowing. There is a certain kind of stress. And now Dipali can add further to that. I think,
Sure.
Dr. Dipali.
yeah, no,
Yes.
well, it's mainly a stress and lack of time. And but as I think all the learned speakers here said, where Rekha said that you have to learn to respect yourself and love yourself. So if you're respecting yourself, loving yourself, however busy you are, and since we would have seen these Corona times, live through this, giving yourself daily 7-8 minutes is not a tough thing. It can even be while you're sitting behind and your driver is driving, or you're going in the metro or in an auto or whatever. So, dedicating that much time, and especially if you smoke or drink alcohol, that will, and if you're a working woman, that will be more worse for your skin. So, eating healthy thoughts, meeting positive people, having friends like Tripti is what we do. And that those are the kind of things which are needed in your society life, which will help you be positive.
And another thing, keeping yourself away from the all these social devices and social media, and have the detox, digital
Not
detox,
right now.
digital detox. Digital detox is very important because we are surrounded with so many devices, and of course this also creates a lot of negative impact on your skin. So you have to be very careful what sitting in front of the computer. Before that, what you should be applying, all these things is important, taking care of yourself.
Right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Blossom Ma'am, Dr. Dipali, and Rekha for being with us and taking up all the questions. I know that a lot of people have raised their hands, and we have already extended the time limit. And somewhere I feel these kind of sessions we need more, where people can ask basic things, and they get some insight about it. And I really appreciate Ashwini's suggestion, and we all should work on it. So, and promote, as Rekha has actually pushed all of us to be the global wellness ambassadors and start to be healthy inside and out. Thank you so much, Blossom Ma'am, for your tips and for your journey from starting to where you are today. It's inspirational. And Dr. Dipali, for being not a dentist but a dermatologist, which I keep confusing her with, but now I won't, with so many tips from her, and how important it is to give some time to yourself and your skin. So thank you, and we will keep coming back. And happy Mother's Day in advance to everyone. Keep celebrating this day and with your father and mother together. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tripti. Wonderful being. And
Thank you,
Rekha.
Yeah, it
Dipali.
was lovely session.
Wonderful session.
So stay home, stay safe, and be happy, and respect yourself.
Corona bahar ka mandir.
Yeah.
Right? Ha mandir, Corona bahar. Yes. Yes.
So you can cut down from the live, Facebook live.
Yes. Yes. I'll just.
Yeah, good. Now we can talk.
Yes. Yeah. So I have, it's so good to see. And thank you so much, Dipali, for mentioning to have friends like me. But during the session, the only thing I was thinking of is that I have friends like you. I have to worry about being a chartered accountant to how to take care of skin, although I know I don't listen to you and follow instruction. So I
She's
am
actually lazy. She's actually very lazy for herself. Yeah.
Yeah, I was, Trupti, when I was seeing you, I could see that is, you have a lot of dehydration on your skin. So I was
Yeah.
supposed to call you specially, Trupti, you're just taking care of everybody. You should start taking care of yourself now.
Yeah, thank you. No, no,
But
you,
improved
you are,
Skin is
you are
improved.
so,
I
Say
think it's
something.
improved. Your skin is improved in the lockdown.
yes,
You know?
I am taking care, ma'am.
I'm so glad. It's better.
I'm using your product, your scrub, the recent scrub which you've launched. I'm using, and my husband is using, my kiddo is using. We enjoy using it.
So glad. It's really wonderful.
Thank you.
so it was a great session. Everyone enjoyed
Yeah.
it. Even I enjoyed it.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, okay.